What's going on, guys? It's your boy Random Guy Kev, and this is Thoughts of a Random Guy. We talk about many things dealing with love, dating, relationships, adulting, life's ups and downs, and the ever-evolving world of just being a human. Don't forget to check me out on all your favorite social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website at randomguykev.com. Today's topic is something about religion. Does religion matter? And my co-host for this episode is
Tunde.
So, when it comes to religion, people try to bring religion into, politics, life situations, and things like that. And, some people don't believe in religion and they just kind of just let it rock. But when you're when you're dating somebody, does religion matter? And to me, I think so, because I'm Christian, not like one of those diehard Christians, but I'm Christian enough. I was raised in church. My aunt, uncle are pastors. I believe in God. I lost my faith for a little bit, then I gained it back through works and stuff and things. But like dating somebody that's an atheist, that made me realize, yeah, I need somebody with some type of structure or something, because I feel like religion brings some type of structure to you, some type of something to you, and some people don't have that. They just kind of just like, what's the word? Sometimes I feel like people are judgy,
Yeah.
extra judgy because they don't have religion, and that's my opinion. But yeah, I dated an atheist for a little bit. She was cool. Vibes were great. Conversations were great. But I would watch Sunday services and whatnot, and she'd be like, you really believe in God? And then like we would have a conversation about it, and it just went left. It's gone left a couple times, and I'm like, everything else works, but just that religion part wasn't it. So I told myself, you know what, maybe in the future we could figure it out. But as things progressed, it was like one of those, yeah, you know what, I'm not going to sacrifice my religion for your comforts. And I kind of just told her like, hey, we have different views on this. Let's just kind of part ways and just keep it moving. I mean, some people, especially men, we don't like to break things off. We don't like to start over because it's so much work being vulnerable with somebody, telling them our feelings and things like that. But when it does come to the point where you have to let somebody go, you just kind of let them go. Yeah, you got to let them go.
Now, quick question before we really get going. In as far as the conversation that you've had with her, like what would you say kind of pointed it out to where like it was really going left, and her beliefs in general and not believing in God really showed for you? What were like comments made?
Like when I would pray before a situation, pray before going out, pray on food or something like that. And she was like, that's not real. That's not helping nothing.
So she really didn't believe in like a higher being?
No,
or
nothing.
Purpose. Wow.
She's like, there's nobody out there.
That's crazy.
And I was like, oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, some people believe in a higher power.
Yeah.
But she was like, yeah, there's nothing out there. It was like, oh, why are you praying for it? It's just dumb. Doesn't make sense. That doesn't protect your food. You could still get food poisoning or something like that. And it'd be like, damn.
That's crazy.
I'm like, yo,
I mean, for me, I would say I believe in a higher purpose, and I believe that religion brings a sense of comfort and discipline into your life. I know, just speaking in general, before I get going work-wise, I read, my daily, affirmations with the Bible. And then for some reason, it's like I feel, I don't know, I get this comfort feeling. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be okay, and it helps. We talk about mental health as well too. Like religion also helps you with that, in my opinion, because like they say, if you could always pray and just kind of leave everything to God and just believe that it would all work out 9 times out of 10.
yeah.
It works out.
Yeah.
It may not be in a timely fashion that you're expecting, but everything always works itself out. you know.
Yeah, over
So that's
time,
just
yeah.
that's just the way I look at things.
I mean, when it when it comes to religion, I mean, a lot of our friendships we all have different. All our friends have different religions. Some of them do believe, some don't believe. Some it's just somebody you're dating or you expect to be in your life, like a permanent fixture in your life, is like, all right. Some people don't need to necessarily be in the same religion or believe in God, but for me personally, it's like, you know, Christianity. Let's do it together because I would like to instill that into my children. Like, if you marry somebody, I've know people that have married people of different religion, and it was just so much conflict because of that. Like, they enjoyed each other, they loved each other, and everything, but that religion piece, both of them being separate, it kind of blurred the lines of, all right, damn, how are we going to teach our kid? Are we going to teach them both, or are we going to let them choose? Like, what's going to happen? Whereas other couples made it work, where it's like, all right, you know, we'll introduce them to both and let them choose. I mean, there's a compromise in some cases when it does come to religion, but other times there isn't a compromise, and some people just, you know, hey, it's my way or the highway. And sometimes people convert.
And it's funny because like we started having a conversation prior to starting this, and you know how we was mentioning, you know, looking at the other side of the coin for the women's side. Do you just go with the beliefs of your husband now that you're married? You know, let's say you were a Christian your entire life, and now you married a Muslim, somebody with good morals and everything, and you know, it just everything just fits
Yeah.
for you. You know, so now do you convert? You know, do you, or even before you even start contemplating, am I going to convert, or what are we going to do? Or does he make a stand and say, like, listen, if we're doing this, you have to convert, not giving you that option? Or are you willing to give up your rights
Yeah.
of that option, knowing that when you do have children, it's not going to be a compromise?
Yeah.
Which I would say 9 times out of 10, if you're dealing with a Muslim, that's
Yeah.
probably what you're looking at.
Yeah.
And, you know, being somebody who was born in a Muslim household, it's just one of those things, because it's like the male dominates the home. This is just what it is, you know. So, like, it will be a very good conversation to have with a female about that whole,
Conversion.
yeah.
I mean, in some cases, you know, I've seen people like get married to a Muslim, stop being Christian, and become Muslim, embrace that faith, and then they get a divorce and they change
Yeah.
back to their previous religion. And it's like, I'm sorry, I can't flip flop. Sorry,
Because it's like you're just doing it for the sake
for-
of the marriage, you know. And I've met and spoken to some women who are Christians and don't want to marry. As good as the man could be, but he's a Muslim. They look at it as he's a Muslim.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a Muslim. It's just, listen, your belief is your belief. They both bring great things to the table, and they have similarities in some things. But at the end of the day, it's
How you compromise.
yes,
A lot of people don't want to compromise.
you know, and you know the whole thought of introduce both religion and let the child kind of choose as he or she grows up. I can't say that I would disagree with that. You know, being somebody, like I said, being somebody who was born in a Muslim household, raised, and then converted to, you know, becoming a Christian, I understand. So I don't. I just feel like whatever you believe in is your belief, and I don't see anything wrong with either one.
I think the fact that we have so much access to worldly information,
Yes.
it makes people be more open-minded to the different religions that are out there. And they're just like, you know, some people deep dive into the different, hey, you know, I'm Christian, but I want to deep dive into like the Muslim faith, because there's different sides of the Muslim faith. There's the extremists, and then there's
Yes.
like the regular, like, chill ones. Same thing with Christianity. Same extreme Christians, then there's like the chill ones. Because even in Christianity, it's like There's people that live to the letter of the law. The woman should be, you know, working at home and just having children, cleaning, and the man should be the head of the household. I mean, you know, whereas the other flip side, where it might be the man that's just at home and the woman's bringing in the bread.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, some people just are open minded to the different experiences because they have so much, because we have so much access to it. But again, it's like when you get to that point of initially dating someone and then getting married, I think you have the initial, like in the dating stage, you have the initial thing of saying, nah, I'm good, I'm gonna keep it moving, versus, you know what, I think I can make this work. And then you get married and be like, I think I could still make this work. I think I could. Because there's a lot of people like that, where it's like, I see that one thing I don't like. I'm gonna make, no, let's talk about it. Let's see if we can actually like find a solution. If we can't find a solution, this shit can't work.
Which kind of brings it up, like as the topic says, does religion matter? Like if you truly believe in your religion, nothing could actually
Make
you change or waver from your belief. And part why a lot of people kind of stick with what they know and who they believe will continue in their beliefs. You get what I'm saying? So
I think, but I also think that, you know, a lot of people, hey, I love this person so much, I will change for them, and then it's like, shit. And then you think about it, like you know, say if it's your people's, and you're just like, so you change your religion for this person, like for dead ass, like really? That's one of the hard things. Like say if like you started living with somebody, you found out they messy, can you deal with it? Maybe. You're say they're messy, you're clean. Maybe not. Religion is a huge thing. It's not something small.
yeah,
And it's a lot of us since birth, since we were raised, it's like, hey, we've been going this way this entire way. Like for you, like you've been going this way this entire time, and it's like, damn, I think I want to go this way now. But that's not an easy decision. That's not something you just. It's not like you did that before you got married.
no,
It was like a
this
long period
was,
of time.
This was a transition I had to make. Like coming from Nigeria, you know, being a Muslim, coming here, and then staying with my aunt who became a Christian. Mind you, she was a Muslim. She married a Christian, and you know, she became an evangelist and the whole 9 yards. So like, you know, she really dove into Christianity.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the things that my mother told me was, you know, God is God. It doesn't matter whether you're Muslim or Christian, because my mom was always very open to both religion, but she's a Muslim.
Yeah.
You know, so I started going to church with my aunt. Mind you, still a Muslim, but you know, she just wanted me to continue praying. That was her main thing, whether it was, you know, maintaining being a Muslim or converting to Christianity. And as time went on, my beliefs started changing because now I'm diving more into the church scene and everything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's how over time things change.
See, yours was an overtime transition. I mean, I feel like we both experienced someone that's just like immediately like once they got married, is like they had to change. Like, hey, I have to change because
I don't believe it just happens just like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
It doesn't, you know, because belief is it's a huge thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
Especially
huge
if
thing.
you really believe, yeah.
Yeah, so I just don't see how you could just convert that quickly, you know.
But then, again, there's people that do it just for love.
Yeah.
And they just, hey, you know, I'm going to change my religion because, you know, because of you. And that's it. It's like, I don't know how I feel about that. I think we could keep our religions. You keep doing you, I keep doing me. And it's like, you know, we'll find a compromise in the middle somewhere.
Which is how I believe it should be. Like, I think at some point, you eventually will find the median in it, you know. So, but yeah, to just convert that quickly is kind of wild to me. or just saying that, yeah, now that I'm married, I am X, Y, and Z now. I mean,
So you're married now. So say if, your wife decides to convert to something else, like, since y'all been married and whatnot, like, how would you feel about that?
I would allow it, to
Yeah.
be honest with you, because especially with the way things are now, like I don't feel like it's up to me to make that decision for her. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if she wanna convert and has a different belief, I would just let her explore it, because it either works out and makes you a better person, or you realize yourself like, no, this is not what
That's
I
not
thought
it.
it was.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Which is how life is in general. People experience things. Experiment on things, hoping it works out, and then when it doesn't, they go, back to phase one, and now it's like on to the next thing. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I will have no objections to it, you know. But the way I'm set up is like I like my structure a certain way,
Yeah.
and religion brings discipline to my life, and I'm good with that.
I don't think, and I feel like religion it gives you a base. It gives you a base to, like, as far as, like, structure to how you live your life and what rules you live by and things like that. So that's another reason why, like,
It's the
whenever,
pillar,
yeah,
like it's the pillar to everything.
yeah. I mean, you could tell a difference between somebody who has religion and someone who doesn't,
Yes,
based on certain things they do, and it's like,
shows in your moral
yeah.
as well. Like it shows in everything.
I mean, yeah, it definitely shows in your morals. But I mean, sometimes people that are like have a religious background, they decide, hey, religion isn't for me anymore, and that's understandable. It happens to a lot of us, and that's when I think sometimes their morals go left, and they just, I'd be on OnlyFans right now if I could, but then it's like my morals smack me in the face, like, hey, bitch, you wasn't raised like that.
Yeah, right.
Listen, I'll be on Feet Finder, like, yo, let me make a couple dollars. Let me make a couple dollars right here. But my morals always be like, Kev, this is not us. This is not what we do. This is not how you was raised. And I get it. But I mean, I think the person you're with, I feel like their religion their moral compass kind of lets you know what's up with them,
Yeah.
essentially. And again, sometimes people, they notice the red flags and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm okay with this. There's a lot of people that do that. And then again,
Listen, and religion either brings you closer as a couple or divides you.
but like you said, some people just settle.
Yeah.
Some people just settle. They're just like, you know what? Since we're here already, since we've been doing this,
Yeah.
might as well just keep doing it. Never settle, people. Even if you end up alone, never settle. Like, I feel like anybody that I date, they have to have some type of religion, preferably Christianity, because that's me. But again, like, I've dated someone who was an atheist, and I've dated somebody that was a different religion, or they believed in a higher power. But like, anytime I would pray, or, you know, hey, I'm going to church, or I'm watching a church service, from those two people specifically, it'd be like, okay, why you gotta do that? That's kind of weird. Like, I would get like some type of, they wouldn't respect what I believed in, and I was like, yeah, nah, I can't do this. Like, I let it go like one time, and then the second time it happened, I was like, this might not work. I'm not gonna. I can't just settle, and I don't think anybody should just settle when it comes to religion, especially if you're dating somebody, or married. Even when you're married after the fact, like, and somebody decides to change, like you said, like, hey, if that helps you with peace or something, go that route. Do what you got to do. But I'm gonna keep believing what I believe in. Do you feel like in your friend circles, does religion matter to you with your friends?
Oh yeah. And
Okay.
and it's crazy that you mentioned that because me and one of my guy, we were just talking about having more prayerful friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's quick for like to turn up and link up and all this other stuff, but being that we're all getting there in age and advancing in life, we at the same time we go through different obstacles.
Yeah.
So while going through that, you need more prayerful friends. You
Yeah.
need people who
I'm gonna pray for you in general.
and if they see that you move in a certain way and you feel like, hey, like they could just grab you and kind of set you right back on course. That's what that prayer does
Yeah.
for you. you know and part of the conversation was he noticed one of his guys, like somebody that he knew way before me, was moving a certain way, and he wasn't feeling it because, like we said, religion, it shows in your moral as well. And he wasn't feeling what was going on with his mans.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, like, I'm like, he really, I guess he wanted to talk to somebody to see, like, yo, is he tripping, or like, should he actually say something to him? And after the conversation with him, I'm like, listen, if something in you is telling you to have this conversation with him, you need to have the
Yeah.
conversation with him, because he was feeling like, listen, this is not working well for me. And if you're not straightening yourself back on course, then us
Yeah, our
as
friend
friends
dynamic-
can't,
yeah, our
you
friend
get what I'm saying?
dynamic can't
Because
be
he's
it, yeah.
like, yo, I'm here, I'm on this side at this phase in my life right now. I can't be moving the way that you're moving.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was one of those things, and I was like, yeah, bro. Like,
Sometimes
religion,
be that way, yeah.
it does that for you, And like I said, me and him, we talk a lot, especially about religion and praying and things of that nature,
Yeah, I definitely feel like you have a stronger moral compass than the people around you. It will definitely dictate if they will stay around you in the future because
Yes.
of their actions and things that they do. And then like sometimes those type of people will try to bring you into shit that you're just like, that's not what I do. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not about this. And it's like, oh no, we're boys. Da, 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 da. It's like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna need you to fix this shit and get the fuck out, and kind of go from there. But I mean, I'm hoping like with this in this day and age that people have friends like that are just like quick to call them out, like, yo, bro, this is not it. Like this is not how we supposed to be acting, and kind of correct them. That's why whenever I see like weird internet shit happening that I always share with you, I'm just like, these motherfuckers is raised different.
Listen,
These motherfuckers raised weird as shit. Like,
and it is crazy you mention that, because like a lot of, yes, it's the internet and we see a lot of wild stuff, but it's actual stuff that's really going on outside.
yeah,
I may not, be exposed to some of the crazy stuff, but at the same, thank God,
yeah.
I don't,
I mean,
I don't
we
have
run
to
in
deal
different
with
circles.
it.
Yeah,
Like, and being that, you're older, wiser, and have a different moral, maybe it's because of that you're not exposed to it, because you don't put yourself in
put
those
yourself.
kind
Yeah,
of
and
situations.
that's the same way I like. I don't like being in situations that don't make sense for me. Like, if it fucks with my energy, it fucks with my mood. Yeah, I'm not putting myself in a situation like that to get myself in trouble.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Something as simple as you getting invited out, and you know how we all are. We're like, yo, who are gonna be there?
Yeah, who all gonna be there? Yeah,
And it's part of your moral,
Yeah.
religion, because
yeah.
the vibes.
The
Plain and
vibes.
simple.
It's all
It's
about
like,
the
yo,
vibes, for real.
if my energy and my inner peace is gonna be disturbed,
Yeah,
I don't need to be there.
I agree.
I don't.
Yeah, no, 100%. What do you want to leave people with on does religion matter?
I'm just gonna say, just hold on to your beliefs, because it's the way that you was guided since you were young, and 9 times out of 10, if it's help your parents raise you to the man or the woman that you are right now, it should mean something to you, you know.
Yeah, agreed.
So
Like, even if you don't have parents, it's the people that raised you that pointed you in the right direction, and you shouldn't be
yeah,
acting up. Essentially, you shouldn't be acting up.
you know,
Just
you shouldn't be so quick to just let it go. I'm not saying you shouldn't convert. You can,
yeah,
but like I said, like I said, for me, it was something that took time. But you know, to
yeah.
each his own.
Don't jump on a whim of, hey, to be with me, you need to be this
Exactly.
type thing.
You know.
Nah. It's some type of compromise needs to happen. But that is it for this episode. You guys can find me on all social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website at randomguykev.com. Don't forget to check in, and I will catch you guys on the next one.